The sacrifice of ninth Guru Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur. Guru Tegh Bahadur took up his duties as the ninth Guru in March 1665. At that time, Aurangzeb was the Emperor of India. But Aurangzeb was cruel and narrow-minded. He did not like such pious and liberal-minded Muslims. And he ordered that those who did not accept Islam were to put to the sword. No mercy was to be shown to them. Accordingly, he targeted the Kashmiri Pandits of the Kashmir. At that time, Nawab Iftikhar Khan was the governor of Kashmir. This man was a jealous executor of Aurangzeb's policy towards the Hindus. He began to make an all-out effort to finish off the Hindus in Kashmir. He targeted Kashmiri Pandits. Then Kashmiri Pandits went to the ninth Guru and requested that we have been given 6 months in which to make the choice. That period is about to end. Help, guide and protect us, O champion of the Hindus. Then the Guru accepted their request and said to the Pandits of Kashmir, go and say to the governor, Guru Tegh Bahadur is our guide and leader. First make him a Muslim. We shall follow his example. I am sure that he will agree. Leave the rest to me. I shall act as directed by the Lord above. The Kashmiri Pandit thanked the Guru for his sympathy and guidance and for his purpose to sacrifice his life in order to save them. They went to the governor. They said to him what the Guru had told them to say. The governor lost no time in reporting the whole matter to the emperor and sought his further orders. The emperor was filled with rage. He burst out. He has dared to express sympathy with the infidel Brahmins of Kashmir. He has chosen to stand in my way. I cannot brook this. He must die. At once he issued an order to the governor of Lahore. In it he said, have the Guru arrested, fettered and detained in prison. Report to me when that has been done, then wait for further orders. The governor of Lahore passed on the orders to the Kotwal of Ropar to arrest the Guru. The Kotwal arrested the Guru and his companions to Sirhind. Then there he was fettered, chained and detained in prison. The Fauzdar of Sirhind reported the Guru's arrest to the emperor's officers at Delhi. He asked them what was to be done to the Guru. The Guru was kept at Sirhind for 3.5 months. All the time he was kept fettered, chained and detained in prison, for such were the emperor's orders. Then a parwana was received from Delhi. The Fauzdar was told to dispatch the Guru to Delhi. Accordingly, the Guru was dispatched to the capital, shut in an iron case. The emperor was informed of all this. The emperor's man informed the Guru of the choices offered to him by the emperor, but the 10th Guru, Guru Tegh Bahadur, sent the message that I will not accept Islam, do with me as you like. After the Guru had thus declared his decision, he was led out of his cage to the open place called Chandni Chowk. There he was beheaded, his head was cut off. This was done publicly in the presence of a crowd of people. At the place where Guru Tegh Bahadur was beheaded stands and the Gurdwara called Sheesh Ganj. His body was not permitted to be taken away. It was publicly exposed in the streets of Delhi. Strong guards were placed to prevent its being taken away. At night, however, a daring Sikh managed to approach the place secretly. The guards did not notice him. He was a Rangreta Sikh belonging to the sweeper class. His name was Bhai Jaita. He succeeded and taking possession of the Guru's head, he hurried with it to Anandpur. There he presented it to Guru Tegh Bahadur's son, Guru Gobind Rai. It was cremated there with due rites. At the place of its cremation stands a Gurdwara called Sheesh Ganj, Anandpur. Next day, a severe